Hello, I'm Kate Davies and I'm the Executive Director of IMLA, the Intermediary Mortgage Lenders Association. I'm delighted to be able to say a few words about Pepper's latest adverse credit study, which I read with great interest. I think it's very important that studies like this are undertaken because it's rather easy to overlook the provision of loans to borrowers who may have adverse credit, but it's a very valuable specialist part of the mortgage market. This study shows that mortgages are available to people who've had adverse credit issues in the past, but it should also provide hope for people whose finances may be challenged by current circumstances, whether that's because of COVID or Brexit or something else. There may be people out there who will not be able to obtain mortgages in the short term, but it's important that they get the message that mortgages will be available to them and in the foreseeable future. The key message for brokers is that increasing numbers of people with adverse credit are going to be seeking advice in the future, and the current uncertainties in the market, including the ranges of products available, will surely make it more important than ever that people do get expert professional advice. There are useful pointers for lenders too. I was interested to read that the number of people with adverse credit has fallen, which should mean that there's increased scope to lend responsibly to this cohort. There's clearly demand out there. Over 1 million people who've had adverse credit may be looking for a mortgage within the next 12 months. So the opportunities for specialist lenders to service this sector of the market are as high as ever. I was particularly interested in the misconceptions that are debunked by the report. 69% of customers are apparently concerned that their applications will be declined if they've had adverse credit. But 48% then report that having had adverse credit did not, in fact, affect their ability to get a mortgage. And while 27% of customers feared that if they had a CCJ recorded against them, they'd have to wait for at least 5 years before they'd be eligible for loan, in reality, many lenders will be content to lend just 6 months later. One statistic I found did surprise me, and that was the number of people who had adverse credit in the last 3 years who expressed an intention either to buy a home for themselves or a buy-to-let property. Those responses certainly reflect confidence in the property market and the ability to repay the loans taken out. So congratulations to Pepper on an insightful report, the third one to gauge sentiment and attitudes, and a really helpful indication of trends in this specialist sector of the market.